Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Self Love First. My name is Alicia, and I appreciate you being here today. I want you to know that it wasn't by accident. Something in you said yes to this conversation, and I believe that matters. Please take a second to hit that like button. It's a free and easy way to support my channel, and it helps so much. And I think that it's so important that we spread messages like these to as many people as possible during this fascinating time we're currently living in. We are living through a movement that our grandchildren will read about, a turning point. And I know that it can feel heavy, confusing, or even a little frightening sometimes. But I want to offer you a different lens today. What if everything that's happening right now, all of the intensity, all of the uncertainty, is actually an invitation to rise, to remember who you are, to claim something that has always been yours. Today, we are going to talk about keeping your personal vibration as high as possible and why that matters more right now than almost anything else that you can do. We're going to talk about coming home to the earth beneath your feet every single day. We're going to craft a personal mantra together that speaks to your sovereignty and your direct, unmediated connection to your creator, however you want to name that. And yes, we're also going to talk practically about solar activity, about power grids, about how you can be the calm in the storm for people around you. This isn't about any religion. This isn't about dividing us by what we call sacred. This is about the thread that runs through every tradition, every culture, every human heart, that we are loved, that we're guided, and that we are more powerful than we've ever been told. Let's talk about vibration. Everything in this universe, every atom, every cell in your body, every thought that you think is energy moving at a particular frequency. This isn't just ancient wisdom. Quantum physics is telling us the same exact thing. We are vibrational beings living in a vibrational universe. And here's what matters the most right now. As the earth herself moves through this extraordinary shift, and she is shifting, we can feel it. The gap between high frequency living and low frequency living is widening. What you hold in your field matters more than it ever has before. When your vibration is high, you're in alignment with love, truth, and clarity. Your intuition sharpens. Synchronicities multiply. You become a signal, a frequency that literally affects the people around you. When your vibration is low, you become more susceptible to fear, to confusion, to manipulation. Not because you're weak, but because frequency is magnetic, and low states draw more of that same. So then, what raises your vibration? Gratitude. Not performance gratitude, but real cellular gratitude. When you find something in this moment to genuinely appreciate, your nervous system shifts. Your heart rate variability changes. You are measurably, biologically different. Enjoy. Do things that make you feel genuinely alive. Sing, dance, and create. Laugh until you cry. These aren't just indulgences, they're medicine. Truth telling. When you live in integrity, when your words match your heart, you stop leaking your own energy. Authenticity is a vibrational drain. Love, not the greeting card version, the fierce, unconditional, I see you and I choose you version of love. Love that is extended to yourself first. And what lowers your vibration? Chronic fear, judgment of self and others, unresolved grief that has nowhere to go, processed food, alcohol in excess, too much news, the endless scroll. I'm not saying disconnect from the world. I'm saying choose what you let in. Because your vibration is your contribution to the collective field. And right now, your contribution is needed. Now, I want to talk to you about something that is so simple and so ancient and so profoundly underestimated in our modern world. And that is the earth itself. She's not just the ground beneath your feet. She's alive. She has a heartbeat. It's called the Schumann resonance, in case you don't know. The electromagnetic frequency of the Earth's ionosphere, and it's rising. Scientists have been tracking spikes in that correspond to periods of global awakening and collective emotional intensity. The Earth is speaking, and she wants to speak to you. Grounding, or earthing, means direct contact with the Earth's surface. Bare feet on the grass, or soil, or sand. Sitting with your back against a tree. Placing your hands in the dirt. Swimming in natural water. When you do this, your body absorbs the Earth's free electrons. Inflammation decreases. Cortisol regulates. Sleep improves. Your nervous system, which has been overstimulated by EMFs and screens and the relentless noise of modern life, begins to reset. But behind the physiology, there's a relationship. Mother Earth is your oldest relationship. She's fed every ancestor that you've ever had. She's been holding you since before you took your first breath. And she is calling us back to her right now. Not with alarm, with love. Here's a daily practice I want to invite you into. Every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, step outside. Place your feet or your hands on the Earth's surface. Take a couple slow breaths and simply say, "Thank you, Mother Earth. I love you." And then listen, not for words necessarily, but for the feeling, the steadiness, the sense that something ancient is holding you. If you live in a city, find a park, find a tree, find a single patch of grass. This is not about having the perfect nature setting. It's about the intention of a relationship, because the earth will meet you every single time. Now, let's talk about something that I believe is one of the most powerful acts that any human being can take right now, and that is claiming your sovereignty. Sovereignty means this, that you are a free, sovereign being. You have a direct, unmediated, uncensorable connection to your creator. You don't need anyone in the middle. You don't need permission. You don't need a label, a denomination, a doctrine, or anyone's approval. This message is not like anti-religion. This is the heart of every genuine spiritual tradition. Mystics called it the inner beloved. Christian mystics called it the Christ within. Buddhist teachings points to Buddha nature. The Lakota say that we are all related, all connected. Indigenous wisdom across every continent holds the same truth. The divine is not out there. It's in here. Call your creator whatever name your heart holds sacred, or no name at all. That's between you and the infinite. No one else gets a vote. And in a time when so many forces are vying for your attention, your allegiance, your fear, reclaiming that direct connection is a radical act. So create your sovereignty mantra. You can use mine or just let it inspire you for your own. I am a sovereign being of love and light. I am divinely loved, guided, protected, and provided for through the infinitely abundant universe. My connection to my Creator is direct and constant. My sovereignty is my authority. I stand in my truth. I live in love. I choose freedom. I am awake. I am here. I am enough. Your mantra should feel like it lands in your body, like it's true before you even finish saying it. If something doesn't fit, change it. It's yours. Speak it, though, every morning. Speak it whenever fear is rising. Write it down somewhere where you'll see it. Speak it out loud when you ground with the earth. Words carry frequency. Your voice carries frequency. When you speak your truth into the air, into the earth, into the field, something answers. Okay, so to get practical, because heart-centered living doesn't mean ignoring physical reality, it means meeting it with both eyes open and both feet on the ground. We are currently in one of the most active solar cycles in decades. This solar cycle has been producing significant solar flares, bursts of electromagnetic radiation and charged particles from the sun. Recently, we saw some of the strongest solar events in over 20 years, including aurora, visible far beyond the polar regions. And there is likely more intense activity to come. Now, why does this matter? Because an extreme solar event, specifically something called a coronal mass ejection, or CME, it has the potential to disrupt power grids. Scientists and government agencies, including NASA and FEMA, have publicly acknowledged that a significant solar event could affect electrical infrastructure, like on a large scale. I want to be clear. I'm not here saying this to create any fear. Fear is a low vibration, and it's not useful. But preparedness is not the same as fear. Preparedness is wisdom. Preparedness is self-responsibility. And right now, it's one of the most loving things that you can do for yourself and your people. Just take some practical steps in preparation. Make sure you have enough clean drinking water for a couple of weeks. Maybe a 2 to 4 week supply of non-perishable foods that your family can actually eat. Not just canned beans, but real food: rice, lentils, oats, nut butters, honey, dried fruit. For light and power, consider some solar lanterns, battery banks charged and ready. Or if you can, maybe a small solar generator. Have enough candles, the real kind, with enough to last. Plan communication ahead of time. Have like a family communication plan, just in case phones go down. And then your community. This might be the most important one. Do you know your neighbors? Do you know who on your street might need extra help? An elderly person, a single parent, someone with medical needs? Begin building those relationships now, before anything actually were to happen. Community is the original infrastructure. And spiritually, tend to your vibration, especially in uncertainty. Because here's the truth: if the lights go out, the person who has been building their inner light, their calm, their groundedness, their connection, becomes a resource for everyone around them. You become the one that people turn to, not because you have all the answers, but because you are radiating steadiness. That's a gift. And that's built in quiet, ordinary days. Like today. We're not all the same. We never will be. We speak different languages. We hold different traditions. Walk different paths to the same mystery. And I believe, I know, that this is not a problem to be solved. Our differences are colors in the painting. They are the harmonics in the song. A world where everyone believes exactly the same thing is not unity. That's uniformity. And uniformity is not alive. True unity says, I don't have to understand everything about your path to know that you too are made of the same stardust and love as I. I don't have to share your name for the Creator to know that we are drinking from the same well. I don't have to agree with every choice you've made to extend you the dignity every living soul deserves. This is what we're building. Not a world without difference, a world where difference is held within unconditional love. And dissension, whatever that word means to you, is not escape. It's not floating away from this beautiful, complicated, painful, glorious human experience. It's presence. It's becoming more fully, more luminously, more courageously here. You raise your vibration, not to leave the world behind, but to bring more light into it. You ground with the earth, not to withdraw, but to be nourished enough to show up. You claim your sovereignty not to separate yourself, but rather to have something real to offer. We are doing this together, all of us, even the ones who don't have words for it yet, even the ones who are still asleep, even the ones who feel like enemies. We're doing it together. And you, watching this right now, you're needed exactly as you are, in your specific, irreplaceable, sovereign self. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing the light, even on the hard days. Tomorrow morning, before you look at your phone, go outside, 5 minutes, bare feet if you can, 3 breaths. Let the earth hold you. Write your sovereignty mantra, your own words. Post it somewhere that you'll see it. Do one practical preparedness thing this week, just one. Order a water filter. Check your flashlight batteries. Introduce yourself to a neighbor. And importantly, share this video with someone who needs it. Because if it landed in your heart, then there must be someone in your life who needs to hear it too. Subscribe if you like this kind of content for a new video each week. And please, if this spoke to you, leave a comment below. I have links below to download my free Manifestation Dream Life Journal, my Manifestation online course, or to schedule a one-on-one map session with me. I love you. I mean that. Until next Wednesday, keep your feet on the ground and your heart wide open. And as always, self-love first, always. Have an amazing rest of your day, and most importantly, be happy. Bye-bye for now. Take care, guys.